a folder. And then, rename your folder. Okay, create a folder on the desktop. Then rename it. You write your surname first. Surname first. Wait. GS. GS muna and then underscore your surname. GS. Your surname. Okay na? And then open the folder. Then create 4 subfolders. Okay. Create 4 subfolders. Then, on the first subfolder, rename it word processing. Word processing. Okay, another folder, subfolder, subfolder. Rename it, then multimedia. Multimedia. And then the third subfolder, create a third subfolder, then rename it spreadsheet. Then the fourth subfolder, rename it action plan. Okay, have you done that? Okay, create a folder and then subfolders, 4 subfolders. There should be subfolder for word processing, then multimedia, spreadsheet, and action plan. Now, where are you going to save your assessment? In the word processing. Huh? Okay. Assessment handout. Assessment handout will be saved in word processing. Assessment handout. Okay? Main folder, yung GS underscore, then your last name. And then subfolders, yung 4. Word processing, multimedia, spreadsheet, and then yung pang-4, action plan. Now, in word processing, there should be 2 outputs at least. The required activity plus the elective activity. Do you get it? So, under word processing, this is your required activity. Okay, so by this time, you should be in the review it section already. So, after the do it part, proceed to the review it. So, in reviewing your output, the assessment handout, look over your assessment handout and make sure it has the following elements. Please do follow. Lines at the top of the page where students can write their name and the date. And then, an appropriate title. Then, a numbered list of various types of assessment questions, including multiple choice, true or false, fill in the blanks, and short answer. So, have you followed that? Di ba sinabi ko, you have to follow the steps. Now, if any elements are missing, add them to the assessment handout. Then you should also make other desired changes. Nasa inyo na yon. Then, do not forget to save your work when you are finished. The questions are found here on page 56. Okay, during sharing time, answer the following questions. What type of assessment handouts might you create for students in your own classrooms? Which types of questions are you most likely to include and why? Which new word processing skill that you learned today is the most difficult and why? And then which of the computer skills that you have learned today might you use for other types of tasks? So if you are not done yet, no, don't worry. You'll have to finish that when there is still time. But as of this moment, we are now going to the share it part. So since we are practicing this PDRS, so what we are going to do, ang first table here, okay, dito kay Ma'am Eloy, and then dito kay Ma'am Dorothy, di ba? Take turns in visiting each other's work. Ha? So kayo sir, punta kayo doon. Afterwards, sasagutin nila yung mga tanong. Yes, yung sa page 56. Then afterwards, sila naman yung pupunta sa inyo. Kayo naman yung mag-entertain sa kanilang tanong. Then same is true to the succeeding groups. Pagpa-partner kayo, dalawa. From the table of Sir Albert and then yun kay Sir Anthony. Di ba na? Kalimutan ko na. Sir? Yeah. Genox. Yeah, diba? Genox. Yes. And then, sino pa? Ilang grupo ba to? Then, yung kay kina Sir, yung Chris, dyan at saka dun sa, oh, yes. Kayo naman magpapali. Okay. Yun na. You may go now. Then, yung bibisitahan, please stay put. Doon kayo sa ano. Now, if ever you're not done yet with your work, it's okay. Please be guided by the questions. Okay, tayo na tayo.
How did the cycle of planning, doing, reviewing, sharing,
Ayun ba? What types of,
how the
what types of
what types of assessment might
you create for students in your own classroom? We should publish naman kasi we usually have multiple choices.
require kasi sino ka ba yung senior? Ganun din.
Okay, 2 minutes lang kayo.
Which type of questions are you most likely? Participate ba kayo? Marami na rin.
Oo. Di ba multiple choice naman? So we watch, kaya nga nang gumawa ako puro multiple choice.
Ang dinig na nga, may true or false.
Oo, kasi meron tayong yung item analysis. That's why we need to have
Required na.
Mahirap yun i-evaluate yung mga tanong.
Pero nasa windings.
Oo, ako rin. Ito pa lang. 59 minutes pa.
Ay, edit ko na lang madami.
Kamay.
Ayun
Yun lang
na,
naman ang
wala na
question.
naman ako.
Ayun lang
So yun yung question, yung sagutan natin about formatting.
Oo, formatting.
Yun yung
Yung sa symbol. Tapos yung sa math. Math
Yun naman.
symbol. Oo, yung insert. Yung square root, radical.
Yun ang tatanungin nila yan.
At saka pa, ito, yung mga kung ano yung namla.
Actually, yun na lang yung bago. Yun yung hindi gumagana.
Oo, pero meron siyang yung namla. Yung namla. Gagamitin mo yun.
papalitan mo lang yung format ng text dito. Lalabas na rin. Hindi na reflection ng kasi diba, lalo na yan, after kasi natin magte-train tayo ng 20 pictures. Kasi pwede natin, sila magte-train ng 15 pictures. Kasi yung 20
Pero tayo
pictures
10 lang. 10 lang tayo kasi yung 10 lang.
ano sabi ko yung 20 na
20 lang.
ayoko na kung kasi yung 10 baka 10 na teachers for teachers at 10 yung teachers for students. So kung gano'n, yung 10 na yun, magte-train pa sila ng 15 na teachers. Paano natin makakasila?
Okay.
Yun yung reflection. Suggestion nila.
Okay, you may now go back to your seats. Hello, are you done there? Okay, so we are finished with Module 4. Okay, what did you accomplish in Module 4? Anyone? What did you accomplish in Module 4? Yes, sir? Discover. Discovering pala.
Discovering word processing application, ma'am.
Okay, you were able to discover the word processing skills. And then, what were those discoveries? Let us listen to Sir Jarin. Janri.
Okay, so we made a somewhat significant discovery. Kasi in our earnest way, no, we are so excited to type things that sometimes we did not read the instruction. But it's a trick instruction kasi. Kasi for example, we are told to make an assessment handout. So technically, it's going to be printed out. Now, when we went to the other group, Ma'am gave us a instruction. Sabi, ba't hindi niyo nilagyan ng tick box? So lahat kami, nag-function yung utak namin, anong tick box? So, sige, insert tayo ng tick box. Tapos, when they came to our table, we were able to ask the other group, excuse sir, bakit maglagay tayo ng tick box? This has to be printed in the end. The output is a paper source. So, there's already an answer in the handout. So, Ma'am said, very good. You were able to find out whether you know what you're doing or not. Kasi if we're going to deliver this to our teachers who hardly has, or is also excited, and they were going to be told to put a tick box in the word processing, it's not found in the help guide. It's usually found more at the PowerPoint. So, if they're not going to be quite interested in making that one, then they're going to leave out a lot of things. Because for us, for me, I was so excited, and then Ma'am gave a trick question, and for us, it was a revelation on our part that we really need to follow instruction and to be always on our wit, because it's supposed to be printed out. There's no tick box that you're going to click once it's in paper form. So thank you for that, Ma'am.
Okay, well taken. By the way, I would just want to remind you, it just served as a reminder. I told you to not to be too excited. I told you, or I reminded you to steps. Okay, steps, because in following the steps, you would have to discover something. So, some were just too excited to type right away, na nakalimutan nila na meron silang madidiscover doon. So, although at first glance, madaling-madali lang, di ba? Mag-i-insert lang kayo ng text box. But then, meron palang ibang paraan. Diba? Wherein you are going to insert the form field. Nandoon. Now, if you are not particular with it, as I have told you a while ago, the help guide can provide you the answer. What you are just going to do is to read and then to follow instructions. Try to do that. Okay, once you have downloaded already the help guide, and then go back to your assessment handout and discover something. The one I told you. Actually, hindi yun akin. I just reminded you to follow the steps. Kasi dun sa step, the last part, dun mo malalaman. Okay, nagkaintindihan. Okay. So, the next question is, what key points are addressed in this module? Key points. Okay, what are the key points addressed in this module? Discovering the word processing skills. Key points. Okay, you mentioned one. Key points. Okay, remember the PDRS. Does it help you? So if you haven't gone to your colleagues' assessment, you wouldn't have discovered something. Diba? That can help you a lot already. Now, if you do not know as to what to do, and then you don't have the copy of the version of the help guide, then to whom would you ask? To your seatmate, to your colleague, to your peers, di ba? As regards your teacher's training, halimbawa, so kanilang peers, colleagues. For your students, their classmates, their peers. Oh. Pag hindi available ang help guide. Okay. So what else? The iterative cycle of creation, the plan, do, review, and share. Then the sharing part is that the point wherein you visited the work of your colleagues. Yun, yung sharing part na yun. Okay. Now, all throughout the activities, you are going to do the same. Okay, you have to follow the 4 cycles. The plan, do, review, and share. Now, let's proceed to applying the word processing. So the objective of this module is to have you apply your word processing skills to create one or more additional productivity tools that you can use in your classroom. So you will also learn how to be a critical friend, showcase and share your work, view the work of others, and exchange ideas and practices. Now, what are the elective activities? The word processing productivity tools. So we have the weekly lesson schedule, isa. The next, newsletter, diagram, and certificate. So for the weekly lesson schedule, you have pages 61 up to 61 to ano ba yan? 66. The newsletter from 67 up to 71. The diagram from 72 up to 75. And then certificate is from 77 up to 80. Okay. So you are going to choose which elective activity you are going to perform. It could be, you could choose 1 or 2. Kung masyado kayong mabilis, magbasa at sumunod sa steps, then you can create 2 productivity tools for this word. Now, para naman may equal distribution tayo, baka mamaya lahat ay pipili certificate. So, dapat may gagawa ng 4. So, we are going to assign groups who will do the weekly lesson schedule. So, who will do the weekly lesson schedule? Okay, kayo dyan, certificate. Then, weekly lesson schedule. Weekly lesson schedule, Dorothy's group, dito, sa table na to. Newsletter kina Janry. Then, diagram sa kina Eloy at Ma'am Lorna. Newsletter kina sir, sa inyo dyan. Newsletter. Ayan. Newsletter sa inyong dalawa. 2 groups. Yes. Sa inyo naman, we have 1, 2, newsletter. Okay? Newsletter. So, you may now proceed to the same. Okay, you have to do the planning first, then after the planning, once approved, then that's the time that you have to proceed to the do it part. Then afterwards, the review part, and then the last is the sharing, which takes place in the showcasing. The outputs will be showcased. A weekly lesson schedule can help a substitute know what to teach and what work to assign students. So in addition, some principals like to review and approve teacher's plan for the week. Yes. Do not forget to save your work in the subfolder renamed word processing. And then for the file name, you use whether it's newsletter, whether it's diagram, certificate, or weekly lesson schedule. Do not forget to save it. It's your second output. Now, if you want to come up with 2 outputs, the better. Or, the best na yung 4. Okay, so by this time, you should be at the review it section already. So, if your output is about weekly lesson schedule, please refer to the review it section on page 66. Page 66, for those who are working on the weekly lesson schedule. Now, for the newsletter, please refer to page 71. For the newsletter, page 71, review it section. And then for the diagram, please refer to page 75. Review it section. Then for the certificate, please refer to page 80. Review it section. Do on the review it part now. Look over on your productivity tool and make sure it has followed the elements required. And then if any elements are missing, add them. Then you should also make other desired changes. And just the same, do not forget to save your work when finished.
SPA. Okay.
Okay. So we come now to the share it part. Share your output to your colleagues in the same group. Doon lang sa magkasama yung or magkakagrupo. Ba, it's individual. Sa inyong grupo, isa-isa kayo merong ganon. So, share your output to your group mates. Then, be prepared to discuss answers to the questions during the sharing time. Take turns in visiting the outputs. Hello, are you with me? Okay, it's sharing part or it's sharing time now. Share your output to your colleagues, to the members of your group. Please be guided by the questions that are indicated in the module. Okay. Have you shared your output to your colleague, to your seatmate, to your co-teacher, or co-participant? Have you done it? Hello, hindi sila nakinig. Yes. Okay. So when you shared your output, okay, and of course, your colleague commented about your output. Okay. Were you happy hearing the comments? Were you happy with the comments of your colleague? Sino yung nagsabi na, oy, bakit hindi natapos? Meron ba nagsabi na, ako, hindi naman maganda yung kulay. Dapat sana dilaw, di asul. Meron ba nagsabing ganyan? Meron? Okay, sino naman yung nagsabi, ang ganda naman ng gawa mo, gusto ko yung kulay, gusto ko yung text size, maliwanag sa mata. Meron din ba? Okay, if you happen to hear such comment, what do you feel or what will you feel? Na ina-appreciate yung gawa mo. Nakita yung ang kagandahan ng gawa mo on a particular note. Yung color, yung texture, yung size, the way how you organize the text, the content, ganun. So ano yung nararamdaman nyo? Ala, hindi sila nag-respond. Happy, right? Of course. Pero, sa mga nagsabing, kulang yan, hindi natapos, patay yung kulay. Oh, ano naman yung naramdaman nyo? Challenged. And then, deep within, hurt? Embarrassed? Was it easy for you to accept it? To accept the comment? Good for you if you have that attitude. Now, you welcome those comments, be they positive or negative. Okay, now this time, we are going to tackle on being a critical friend. Are you a critical friend? O ano naman yung critical friend na yan? What is a critical friend? Throughout the planning, doing, reviewing, and sharing process, you often solicit advice from others. Was it observed? Have you solicited advice from others? Okay, so think of a time when a colleague asked your opinion about something he or she said or did. Did you like or approve of what was said or done? Now, giving constructive feedback is easy when you like or approve of what was said or done, right? However, being a critical friend can be difficult when you do not like or approve of what was said or done. So knowing how to give feedback without hurting another person's feelings is an important skill. So you see, we might not be aware of it, but in the class, we have done it to our students. Our students are usually the victims of our, di ba? Yung comment or komento na wala ng confidence. I could still remember during my high school days, nagpipinta ako nagdraw ako, na one time, my teacher yan ano ba yan? Wala na bang mas maganda dyan? Ayan. So tuloy, at saka wala na bang mas maganda dyan? Tapos sina-highlight niya yung gawa ng iba. Parang pinag-compare ako dun sa classmate ko. So from that time on, I stopped my passion for drawing. Naano ko sana from LM up to high school, nadala ko sana. First year high school. Buhay pa. Oh, yes. Now, how about you? How do you comment on your students' work? Is it discouraging? Is it encouraging? So as a critical friend, the feedback that you give must be presented in a way that is helpful and kind. So before giving feedback, because we will be having our showcasing activity on the productivity tool, word processing, you have to consider the following questions first before giving feedback. Did I listen well? Nakinig ba ako? Kasi kung minsan, hindi tayo nakinig pero ang galing-galing natin magbigay ng komento. Di ba? Parang yung nasa gitna, hindi naman yung nakinig, bakit nagsalita siya? Okay? And then, do I understand all the ideas and information? Intindihan ko ba? Baka naman bigla na lang kang umeksena, pero hindi mo pala naiintindihan. Okay? Then, are there any questions I should ask before giving feedback? And then, what specific things did I like? Okay. In giving feedback, it is recommended that you have to cite first the good points, di ba? And then, afterwards, you have to, point out what specific item that needs to be improved. And then, how might the ideas or product be improved? Should anything be changed or added? Huwag kang mag-feedback kung wala rin lang naman i-suggest. You have to suggest for a solution. Pag nag-comment, hindi maganda yung kulay, dapat mag-suggest ka na kung ano yung magandang kulay. Baka mamaya sa iyo yung hindi maganda. Okay, next. How can I make my comments sound positive? Now, when giving feedback, start with the positive. Okay, you kindly finish this. I like how you... si Ma'am Lorna. How did you comment on Eloy's output. Okay, start with I like how Eloy. Yeah. Mm. Referring to the output. Yeah. Yes. Referring to the output. Di ba nag-share kayo ng ano, yung output? Okay. Yes. Okay, please get the microphone.
Actually, marami akong sinabi. I like how she arranged the boxes, how she chose the picture kasi ang ganda ng picture na nakuha niya, different, very, very different, very unique yung picture. Yun nga lang, siya rin ang nagsabi, the background kasi. Pero I like it that way. Para sa akin lang yung
How did you say it? Something which you would want her product to be improved.
About the title, the title. Sasabi ko naman, Mom, maybe you could change, you could format yung style ng title. Yun lang ang sinabi ko, Ma'am.
Okay, you could say, I would have liked it better if you would have to reformat or format it this way. Yan, di ba? Kumpara sa sabihin mo na, ay, pangit yan. Ano ba yan?
Hindi naman ganun ka-direct.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am? About January? Sir January.
Of course, Ma'am.
Okay, whose output is that, Sir January?
Okay, Sir Alberto. Of course, I used the giving of feedback. I specifically
The
said to
positive
him,
point
yes po.
first.
I said to him, I like the way you put the colors in your certificate. And I asked him, how did you do it? Because there are some parts in my certificate which became too uncontrasted when it comes to colors. So of course, he gave me feedback, and I learned from his feedback on how was he able to do it, so that in the future certificates I'm going to make, I can already be able to pattern it from him and learn from his technique.
How about the point, okay, something which needs to be improved?
Of course. I asked him, sir, why is it that there is no box? And he said, I have already removed the box, because I said, in my part, sir, the box is still visible, because if it becomes too contrasted, it will get lost and the background will be fully whitened. So he said, this is how to do it. And of course, when I asked the question, it became more positive on my part, because he gave me pointers on how to improve my work.
Yes, you could even say, I think it would be better if, or how about putting a box in this portion, or what? Would it be okay? Would it be more nice if, ito ganyan.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, how about you, sir? For Sir January's output. How did you exercise your being a critical friend to Sir January?
I-friend ko siya, ma'am. Mahirap magsalita ng negative. Hindi po, ma'am. In terms of giving comments,
Yes.
we have to do it in a nice way,
Yes,
of course.
how?
Yes. For instance, if you say your font style is not fitting to your certificate, so you can have it this way.
Positive
You can-
point first, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Start with you have a nice border, for instance. Then you have a clear font type for the body of your certificate, and clear font type for your header, and for of course we have to start with the positive, and then for the negative we have to start with maybe you can do this instead of having this one. So that would be very nice to
Yes.
nice comment
Okay, very good. How about the others? How about the others? Si Sir. Ano? Wala na? So, what do you think will our students feel if they hear such kind comments? Di ba? Masaya sila. And they would be more motivated to do their best. Di ba? To improve their work. Okay. Whereas, if we are going to say discouraging remarks that would bar them from, say, from their activity, di ba? They would stop doing it because they would feel that they're not being recognized, they're being, say, being discouraged by you, di ba? For the disappointing remarks. Okay, so we have the expressions. You could say, while giving feedback, you should start by saying what you like about someone's work. Always begin with the positive comment. Okay, point out specifically what you like about someone's work. You might begin your statement in the following manner. It's like, I like how you apply colors to this certificate. You did a really great job with. O ano yan? Hindi lang yung good job. Ano yung good job na yan? Nice work. Nice work na you have to be specific. And then, I was really impressed with the idea you gave for this output, for the newsletter. Ganyan. Then after you say what you like about someone's work, you can nicely say what you do not like. The best way is to offer specific suggestions about how the ideas or product might be improved. So you might consider starting your statements with phrases such as, I am not sure I understand what you mean by this. Ganyan. Or I see what you are trying to do, but you might want to. And then, I would have liked it better if you had ganito, ganyan. So remember that your opinion is only one opinion. And others may have different opinions, right? So most important, be kind when giving feedback. Think about how you would feel if you were hearing your feedback about your ideas or product. So consider the following. Could your tone of voice or choice of words make a difference? Then why should you say what you like about someone's work before saying what you think could be improved? And then what other suggestions do you have for being a critical friend? Are there suggestions? What are additional or what other suggestions can you give for being a critical friend? Magdagdag kayo ng iba pang suggestions on being a critical friend. Meron ba kayo dyan? Ma'am Kathleen, meron ka bang idadagdag? More suggestions on being a critical friend?
Check.
Okay, wala na?
Sound check.
Okay,
Sir,
now this
excuse
time
me.
we now come to showcasing word processing productivity tools. So you are going to apply. You are to, or the audience, those who will not present their productivity tools and will just have to serve as an audience or listeners. Okay, please be a critical friend. Everybody has to be a critical friend. You have to apply being a critical friend. Okay. So, may I call on now the following participants to showcase their word processing productivity tool. For weekly lesson schedule, si Sir Albert. The newsletter, si Sir Jordan. Diagram, Sir Anthony. And certificate, Sir Alberto. So palakpakan natin sila. Okay, after Sir Alberto, Sir Jordan, Anthony, then Alberto. Okay. Bigay mo sa kanya. Please give your or turn over your output to the one in charge because that will be showcased. Kindly collect their outputs. Okay, so before the showcase begins, okay, for the presenter, decide by yourself or with a colleague about which elective word processing product you would like to share or ano na lang, what technology product are you sharing. And then determine your answers to the following questions. Pakibigay na lang yung outputs, please. Sir Albert, Jordan, and Anthony and Alberto. Okay, determine answers to the following questions. How might the product increase your productivity in the classroom? Paano kaya nakakatulong para ma-enhance yung productivity in the classroom? How did others help you create the product? What new technology skills did you learn? Have you learned something new? Or you were just up to what you have learned? You did not anymore explore. Okay, what was one problem you had and how did you solve it? Okay, next. When it is turn to share, okay, to the presenter, please show your product to others and then tell others how the product might increase your productivity in the classroom, how others helped you create the product, what new technology skills you learned, then one problem you had and how you solved it. Then after you finish answering the questions, ask your colleagues the following questions. What do you like about the product and why? Then what suggestions do you have to make the product better? And then thank your colleagues for their comments and suggestions. Okay, are we ready? Sir Albert?
Okay, this is actually my actual schedule. I have 3 loads. These are the TVE because our school is a tech book school. So we have 9:40. I have 9:40 to 11:40. Grade 9, and this is computer programming. And the topic is if-else statement. So underneath, we have to discuss also the syntax or the general format, and present the sample program. And that will be for Monday. And for Tuesday, after learning the concept of the if-else statement, so the syntax and have their sample program, they will be given a group activity so that they could be able to exercise what they have learned as a group context. So after that, there will be a presentation of output from each group. Then the succeeding days, from Wednesday to Thursday, there will be a laboratory activity, which is an individual work. And Friday is the evaluation, practical test. So, okay. Next to that is the 4th year, TBE 4th year. And this is a Visual Basic Programming Language also. And as you could see, the pattern of the schedule, on the first day, on Monday, there will be a discussion, class discussion, and followed by a group work activity, then laboratory, and then at the end will have the practical demonstration test. So the last period from 3 to 5 is the grade 8, which is 2nd year. So this is more on flow charting, the fundamentals. So the same thing, the pattern, there will be a classroom discussion, then give the fundamentals. The topic is loops and iteration and sample flow chart, and there will be group activities and evaluation along the way until Friday. Now, having this kind of plan for the week, it will be a guide for me on my part, as having a lot of responsibility in school as ICT school coordinator. So, so doing that other activities, sometimes it mislead you in other topics without a guide. So having this pattern or the schedule, it helps delivering the lesson according to the curriculum, and you target again the objectives. Now, how did others help you create this product? Now, Ma'am Dorothy helped me in the design especially, and also because in the upper part, which is my vacant time, I put it a vacant period. So, but having other activities, so I put that laboratory maintenance. That is the idea of my partner. And so the borderlines and the design, so this was shared by my friend. Okay. What new technology skills did you learn? Ano pang bag? Okay, I put the borderline or page border. I put the page border. What was one problem that you had, or how did you solve it? Okay. Now, of course, from the from giving the content in the in the cells, kung ano mga ilalagay diyan, that the planning, yes, the planning itself of how to give the lessons, what are the lessons to be given to the students, and so this gives me problem how to organize the topic for the week. After, ano ma'am? What do you like about the product?
It's your turn to answer. Okay,
So it's time.
what do you like about the product of Sir Albert? Yes, sir, please.
I like the work of Sir Albert because it is very comprehensive and you can be able to Ako naman na. You can be able to see the schedule. If posted outside the door, any visitor who would like to ask of his help or any student who got lost would be able to know where to find him. And it is also very practical to put everything there because students themselves and anyone, even parents who would be asking about the grades of the Sir Albert's student would know where or perhaps what possible free time they can be able to talk with Sir Albert. Pakisend po ng soft copy. Thank you.
Suggestions? Do you have to make the product better?
No, none at this moment po ma'am because it's a comprehensive work. A very nice work po.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the positive comment.
Ano po sir, very organized. Very organized. At saka, you need to copy your template. Very well organized.
Okay, next. Who else? Critical friend. Be a critical friend to Sir Albert's. Anything more?
I have just seen in the manual, ma'am, that the format is copied by Sir, no? But I just would like to know if this coincide with the DepEd order in which the central office has a prescribed format in the logging of lesson plan. And I just don't know if it is also true with the vocational schools like you.
Okay, so actually, the one you made is just but a guide that will serve as your guide. In fact, it's stated there in the introduction, in case you are absent, for your substitute teacher to know what specific subject matter that is to be delivered for that particular day. Of course, it is, iba pa yan dun sa lesson plan mo. Okay, again, it is a guide as to what is that subject matter that you are going to deliver for that day. Especially if you are absent and then your substitute teacher will have to see it. So it will be easy for that teacher to deliver that subject matter, especially if you are of the same area. Yes. So I think in that case, there is no need of a DepEd order or whatsoever. It is part of our being resourceful to come up with such. Yes. Okay, anything more? Ba? Okay, so bigyan natin ng masigabong palakpak si Sir Albert. Okay, next we have the technology product of kanino? Sino yung susunod? Di ba Sir Jordan? Hindi pa tapos si Sir Jordan. Si Sir Anthony? Yeah, Sir Anthony. Please get ready, Sir Alberto. Yung kanina Albert, ngayon naman Alberto ha, after Sir Anthony. Then, the fourth one to present is Sir Jordan. So for the others, you have to be ready. If not now, you'll have your turn tomorrow. Okay, walang kawala. Okay. Okay, just a reminder, while waiting for the setup, please be reminded of your reflection on the modules. That's your take-home activity. Module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reflection activities. Yes. And then, I have your email addresses. I will have to invite you in my Facebook. Please join our group. I will be asking you to join our group. Then I will be posting there. And then I want you to comment on my post.
Okay. Good afternoon po. Ang na-assign sa amin is a diagram. So in the sample in the manual, there is a diagram about the inner core of the the Earth. So para maiba naman, so ang ginawa naman is yung the Earth's atmosphere. So how the product might increase your productivity in the classroom? Kasi 'di ba po, there are places na kumbaga we can only imagine, 'di ba? We cannot go to the Earth's atmosphere, we cannot go to the Earth's core. So the best tool perhaps that we can use is with the use of diagram. So this is the diagram of the Earth's atmosphere. Because through diagrams, the students can visualize kung ano ba yung mga parts na nandun. Suggestion ko na lang din, when you Google images, do not be contented with kung ano yung nasa first page. Perhaps you can look further, like in this case, siguro pangalawa or pangatlong page ko na nahanap yung diagram na yan. I find it good, sir, kindly scroll it down. Paki-scroll po, sir. Yan, so, kasi diba usually nga, yung lang, yung mga bilog-bilog lang, and then nakalagay doon, this is the stratosphere, the troposphere, mesosphere. With this image, hindi lang text ang pwede mong ilagay, may description din. Kung halimbawa, sa mesosphere, this is where meteors or rock fragments burn up. The stratosphere is the most stable, where ozone layer is, yung mga ganong descriptions. So because of that, the students can visualize, they can imagine, mas malinaw yung description, hindi lang sa text. How others help you create the product? Okay, the problem with me is medyo minimalist ako when it comes to layout. So with the help of my my group mates, they suggested using colors. Kasi totoo din nga naman, di ba, na the students would interact more if there will be more colors, di ba? Mas appealing sa kanila yung medyo makulay. So instead of using just the plain black and the plain box, they suggested to gamitin ng kulay. And then what new technology skills you learned? So siguro on our level, kasi nga medyo marunong na tayo, walang something new. But perhaps sa mga teachers na gagamit, lalo na yung nag-aaral pa lang ng Microsoft Word, they will find it easy to create these text boxes. Kasi all you have to do, kasi may mga default na sa Microsoft Word 2013, di ba? All you have to do is just put a text box and then choose may mga designs na doon. So madali na lang yung para sa kanila. Problem you had and how you solve it. Ang problema lang nga, katulad ko, hindi naman talaga ako science teacher, so I don't really know much about this one. Naalala ko lang nung high school ako. So, for problems like that, go to Google, di ba? Very helpful ang Google. Siguro lang when you just go to internet websites, do not just rely in one source. Refer to several sources. Also, para ma-validate din ninyo yung information na nakukuha natin. Diba? Kasi with the advent of technology, information becomes very accessible to all of us. But, meron ding danger yun. Baka hindi naman lahat ng nasa internet ay tama. So, we have to refer at different sources to validate. And, yun. So, what do you like about the product? As the colleagues na daw po.
What do you like about Sir Anthony's product? Critical friend? Critical friend? Sa microphone player?
Okay, so what I like with Sir output is that the color combination. There's a contrast between the blue and the yellow. Then the other one, okay, so that is unique, a unique diagram. So it catch up the attention of the student if you're going to present that one to the students.
Okay,
sir. I think no, there's no suggestion, ma'am.
Is it okay? Can you read that? The text?
Exosphere, no, I cannot read that text, ma'am. The white portion. Yeah. It's better that, sir, your output is nice, very nice to look at, but I think we need to change it's either
Fun.
the text, the font style, and then the color also.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, kinonsider din talaga namin yun. Kaya lang, nung ginawa namin yung document, is it really for viewing on a multimedia presentation or for printing on text or on a document? So siguro when we present really it on multimedia projector, we really have to adjust or change the font.
You will have time for that, sir, multimedia tomorrow. But we are dealing with the word processing
Okay. So,
for this
for printing
meeting.
only.
Yes. So what if it has to be presented in that way, and you have it serve as a technology tool in presenting or enhancing your lesson to the students. So as what Ma'am Kathleen said, your output is very colorful. I like how the colors are say applied. Yes, very cool, especially the blue ones, right? But it would be better if you would have to change the text, the font style of the text so that it would be more readable. Okay, and then the white ones, right? And also, it would also be better, I don't know if others would have to agree, it would also be better if you are going to change yellow to black. That would be, for me, because I prefer, and it's neutral color kasi pag black, that's against, di ba? Parang maganda sa mata. Mas, ano siya. Okay, but
Thank you, ma'am,
maganda,
for the suggestion.
yes. Okay, how about the others?
What is important in the diagram is that not only for the beautifying and to get the attention of the students, but also is the message conveyed properly to the learner. So with this, I think this is a simple presentation and the message is directly conveyed to the learner.
Thank you, sir. Okay na po. So, thank you for your comments. Your comments are very helpful. It will make our diagram better. Thank you.
Okay, palakpakan natin si Sir Anthony. Okay. Hirap ba maging critical friend? Mahirap ba? O ba't hindi kayo makapagsalita? Yes, sir.
Pwede ba mabalik yung wala na? Okay, what I like most there in that illustration is that by just looking on the sky, we cannot really measure which in which part that certain layer belongs, no? But by just looking on what is the object presented, just like the plane, the rain, we can imagine on what layer of the atmosphere it belongs. Masasabi natin na pag makita natin na doon yung airplane na yun yung level na kung saan pwede lamang siyang lumipad. Hindi na siya maaring tumaas pa. Kasi ibang layer na yon at saka yung composition ng air doon. I think there is the color combination in which it is applicable to all. No? That when we combine color in any programs there, no? Just like PowerPoint presentation, it should be contrast, meaning if the back is light, yung front niya dark. And if we try to look back with the color wheel, yung mga contrast color is in the opposite. Just like green, yung opposite niya yan is orange, red, at saka yung violet. If you try to combine that, you will have that something more better.
Yes, nice. That's correctly said. I agree with that. So you should always remember that heavy background should be contrasted with the light font color, di ba? So pag ang background ay heavy, yung nasa ano naman is light, yung contrasting colors. Yes.
We're talking about yung contrasting of colors. I will add then, kasi I personally saw it sa laptop kanina. It's different projecting in the laptop and it's different projecting on the screen. So we better check before we, like let's say, kaya lang kasi impromptu naman tayo eh. So next time if we're going to present it to our students then, or to other audience, dapat ang i-check din natin, let's always take note that it's different how we look at it sa computer screen and how we look at it sa projector screen. So dapat i-check din natin yun kasi baka iba rin yung printing sa paper. Yon. So we should always look yung iba't ibang output natin. Ayun, ma'am.
Tamang-tama talaga yan. Naalala ko tuloy nung gumawa ko ng TARP. Ang ganda-ganda sa computer ko, pero nung pinaprint na, dark colors. Very dark. Tapos hindi na klaro yung text. Okay, so di maganda din na mag-try tayo mag-print, di ba? Para ma-adjust natin yung kulay. Okay, yes sir?
In addition lang dun sa sinabi ni ma'am, iba kasi talaga yung contrast niya pag na-i-project na. And one more thing, if we are to look at the purpose of the diagram kasi, it would be given as printed materials to our students. So with regards to the color, pag 60 halimbawa yung estudyante ko, and I will print it in color, no 60, that would cost me much. Or pag pinaserox ko naman siya, hindi ko naman makukuha yung kulay niya. So parang ang idea ko dito personally is, what's with the color? Hindi ba dapat ang tinitignan natin is how effective would it be? Kung gaano magiging mabisa yung diagram natin pag ibinigay na siya doon sa mga estudyante. And how well would the diagram serve the purpose of instruction? Parang ganun. So, sa akin, regardless of the color, basta yung content niya is there. Kasi ako, isi-xerox ko yan. So, I would not, pag naggumawa ako ng diagram, for example, tapos alam kong isi-xerox ko siya or ipopotocopy ko siya, hindi ko siya lalagyan ng kulay. Parang ganun lang siya. So, ganun lang po.
We should always remember that it's not always that we have to have it printed. There are also some cases wherein we are going to present it that way. So the color that we mentioned here is one of the ways to enhance the look of our product. Although it's not that important naman because what is important is the content itself, di ba? The way how it relays information to our students. But undeniably, the color does enhance it will attract interest from our students. So, hindi talaga may iwasan yun. But of course, nasa atin naman yun kung mag-print out natin or hindi. But what if hindi? Then we present it that way, di ba? In the classroom, ginagawa na natin yan, di ba? Nagdadala tayo ng sariling laptop, nagbabaro na lang tayo ng projector, and then go. Di ba? Okay. So again, thank you, Sir Anthony, and for the suggestions given by the colleagues for improvement. Let us always remember that the suggestions are for improvement. Only that we know how to give constructive feedback. Di ba? Nasabi ko na the tone of your voice matters much. The words you have chosen also matters. Di ba? Okay. So it's nice that we have it we really apply this. Then it's nice also to develop, and exercise that ability to be a critical friend, citing not only the strengths, the good points, but also how the product could be improved. Okay? So next, we have Sir Alberto.
Hi, good afternoon once again. Tingnan niyo po ng mabuti dahil I have a limited time for my battery. Baka bigla na lang mag-shutdown. So okay lang, ma'am. So, bali... Alright. Okay. First question here is, how will your certificate help you or another teacher celebrate your students' hard work and success? Lahat po naman ng mga estudyante pag binibigyan natin ng certificate, talagang natutuwa. Kaysa ano lang, yung pat of the shoulders. Dapat may ebidensya na nanalo siya o nakagawa siyang magandang bagay. So yun pong isa sa mga dahilan bakit binibigyan natin ng certificate yung mga bata. And then again, to other teachers, to our co-teachers, no? Natutulungan din natin yung mga co-teachers natin para mabigyan din ng praises through certificates. At saka, natutulungan din natin yung mga co-teachers natin na matutunan din nilang gumawa ng sarili nilang certificate. So, I just wanted to emphasize na yung certificate is a, formal document, di ba? So, kaya nga kailangan klaro. Dito makikita nyo, talagang alam ko na marami kayong nasa isip ninyo yung mga comments, no? So, let me emphasize na nandito tayo para paano natin maibigay yung kuminto sa magandang pamamaraan. Di ba? Okay, so yung pangalawang tanong, for what other reasons might you present certificates to your students? What other reasons? So ayun lang, no? Yung praise for the students to encourage the students to do more, no? Then third one, what was your favorite part of the certificate you designed and why? Ayan, wala na. Okay, base doon sa certificate na ginawa namin ni Sir, talagang ginawa namin yung basic elements of design lang, basic elements. Base doon sa color, kumbaga may sinasabi tayo doon sa element of design na dark on light, light on dark. So kailangan klaro, di po ba? Kailangan mas nababasa yung mga text na nasa loob ng certificate. And the last question here is, which of the computer skills that you learned today might you use again? For what type of task might you use those skills? So, basically, pagka ganitong certificate, ginagawa natin to eh. Every occasions that we have in school, we might as well make certificates. No? So talagang ginagawa natin to sa school. So kailangan talagang ginagamit sa mga all school activities. Yun lang po. Magandang araw.
Ang masasabi ko po dun sa certificate na ginawa ni Sir, so since ang pagbibigyan po natin ay bata, so maganda po yung lalagyan natin siya ng iba't ibang designs katulad po ng borders, pati po yung naka-watermark na image kasi po kadalasan ang certificates na nabibigay natin ay plain, tapos minsan sa colored paper natin piniprint. Tapos nakakaganda po yung paglalagay natin ng watermark kasi naipakikita doon kung ano yung contest na sinalihan. Halimbawa po, kagaya niyang sa kanya ay digital poster making contest. So naglagay siya ng image ng bata na may computer. So yun po, nagiging catchy po yung dating nung certificate natin para sa kanya. Yun na po. Siguro po, ang may suggest ko lang po ay doon po sa ginamit niyang font style, doon sa Certificate of Recognition. Para sa akin po kasi personally, since ito po ay isang recognition, medyo, para sa akin po may time na kailangan nating medyo formal lang konti, yung pong font na gagamitin. Then, yung ibang text po, pwede, doon lang po ako nagpapalit ng font style, ng design. Kasi po parang medyo, hindi ko pa lang kung paano i-describe yung font. Parang, ang dating po sa akin parang pang-horror. Ayun po.
Ano lang po sir, ginawa ko lang po yan para may comments din. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What can you say about the remarks of
Ay, yes sir, napakagandang remarks po at saka pagka may mga komentong negative, kailangan i-take it as a challenge. So yun yung mga bagay na binibigay ko doon sa mga estudyante po namin. Pagka may comments, wag ma-discourage. Kailangan take it as a challenge. So kaya nga dito, tinuturuan tayong paano magkomento doon ng negative sa mga bata na to make it light.
Yes.
Light lang, hindi yung tama yung light lang.
Okay, suggestions are of course for improvement. Hindi yung, 'di ba? Constructive comments 'yon, 'di ba? Para mapaganda lalo. Ma-enhance yung output. Okay, palakpakan natin si Sir Alberto. Now let's proceed to the newsletter of Sir Jordan. Jordan talaga.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Aming mga kaibigan, kung kaibigan namin kayo. Sabi kasi ni Sir kanina, we're not friends. Sana friends tayo. Okay. Yan po yung simpleng ginawa ko sa tulong ng mga kasamahan ko. And I would like to answer some questions regarding newsletter. How does a newsletter let parents know about what their children are learning in your class? So sa real school, sa school natin, hindi lang report card ang dapat malaman ng mga parents, kundi kailangan din nila ng mga news what is happening inside the school. Kung ano yung mga pinag-aaralan nila, ano yung mga natutunan nila, at ano yung mga activities ng school. So through newsletters, na ipaparating natin sa mga parents ang different activities. Of the new skills you learn today, which is the most useful and why? So, ang natutunan ko na hindi ko pa masyadong alam yung paggamit ng saving your formatted words and paragraphs as style. Click-click mo lang doon, then sa first column, makikita mo kung ano yung style sa first column, yun yung magiging style sa second column. So by just clicking first the style, kung ilan yung style na ginamit mo, instead of doing the copy-paste, gagawa ka lang ng mga news, then i-click-click mo yung style, then magkapareho na yan ng style. How does saving your formatted words and paragraphs as style help you to format document with lots of written information? So yun nga, by just clicking, magkapareho na. How might saving a finished newsletter as a template make your jobs easier? So saving a templates on a newsletter, mas madali kasi pag babaguhin lang yung content, madali nang magagawa yung trabaho. Yun lang po at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. If you had questions, questions lang po kayo. At kung wala, thank you very much po. At mauupo na po ako.
All right. Well, as I was looking in the presentation of Jordan, sir, are we friends? The formatting actually is good because we were actually basing it on the given procedure. It was given to us step by step. However, because that newsletter appears only in one page, then I have to go on with the title of the article. It must not be that colorful enough. Okay, if possible, it has to appear only in one color. That's it. Oh, the good points. Well, okay, from the name of the newsletter, it's really very visible enough on the eye of the readers. The presentation of the, what do you call that one, ma'am? Below the name of the, yes, there is contrast. The text box. Yeah. Yeah, the color actually uses contrast. Yes, the neon color with black. I mean, before that one, ma'am. But Jordan told me if we may not be following the procedure given to us in this module, it might appear even more beautiful than that one. But because we are just that very obedient enough, then we have that one, as simple as it could be. Yes. Thank you.
Ma'am Dorothy has something to say.
Probably it's just the consistency. If you would notice the first part of the newsletter, the justification is okay. But on the latter part of the newsletter, medyo nawala na yung justification niya. So yun lang, consistency with the justification. Kasi yung bandang ilalim, hindi na. Unlike yung the first part, malinis tingnan, maayos. So maganda sa matang basahin.
Okay, if it is justified, parang maganda sa mata, di ba? And then the later part, which one is that? Andito. Kasi ganun talaga pag hindi na siya, hindi na di ba parang hindi, parang, ano ba yan? Ay, not justified, sir? Were you able to forget it? Okay. He has forgotten it. Okay. But that's nice. I like the color you put for the nameplate, ang mithi, and also the size, of course, and also the headlines. I like how they are being reflected there. kilala sila, makikilala talaga na headlines kasi akulay, di ba? Okay. So, we are presuming that we are not news writers. Sir is not a news writer. So that's why he's not particular with the way how headlines should be constructed. But of course, for English teachers, especially for journalism teacher, alam na niya yun. But the purpose is for information to inform the parents as to what's going on in the school. So pwede rin ma-apply natin yan sa classroom. Okay, not necessarily the school activity. Pwede classroom activity, particularly the subject you're handling, right? Okay, palakpakan natin si Sir Jordan. Okay, so that ends the module 5. Okay, applying word processing applying word processing for module 5. So, let us have the module summary. Okay, what are the key points addressed in this module? Module 5. Key points addressed in this module. Have you learned something? Have you enjoyed, especially the showcasing of outputs? Okay, yes.
Every time that we're going to do something, always expect that we always have a critical friend who will look on what we are doing or on what we did.
Okay, that's right. And if we are not aware of it, okay, before, okay, at least by now, alam na natin, especially in commenting to the work of others, diba? So in doing so, we always have to ask ourselves, paano kaya kung ako, yung gawa ko naman yung kinokomentuhan ng ganun, would it be easy for me? Or magagalit ba ako? So kung ayaw mo, then huwag mong gawin sa iyong kapwa, di ba? A golden rule. Okay? So, let us always give suggestions, okay? If ever we cite something na needs to be done for the output to be improved, then we have to do it in a nice manner. Kasi hindi kaya madaling tanggapin, di ba, yung komento. Our instinct is to defend ourselves, di ba? Depensa agad. Kundi ano lang, kasi ano ganito, ganyan. Okay. So, I appreciated the presenters for accepting the suggestions. Si Sir Anthony, thank you very much for your suggestions. Si Sir Alberto, si Sir Jordan. Nag-thank you ka ba, sir? Yes, we always have to thank those who gave comments or who gave suggestions to our work, for our work or output to be improved. Di ba? Okay, what else? What else?
Probably for my, we had module 5, word processing. So now we would realize that it's, word processing is no longer just used for typing reports or rhetorical or documents. We could still use it for diagrams, newsletters, weekly plans, and such. So it is good to explore more for Microsoft Word rather than just the continuous paragraphs and sentences or essays that we have been using.
Who else? Wala na po ba? Okay, so it's past 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we will have your assignment, right? The reflection, plus modules 6 and 7. Discovering and applying multimedia. So, I know you have been waiting for this kasi nasa Word pa lang tayo. Sabi niyo na, sana multimedia na darating din tayo dyan. Dumating na tayo dyan. Okay. So that's your assignment. You have to read in advance, Module 6 and 7, for that shall be our activity tomorrow. Okay po ba yun? And then, yes, Module 6 and 7. You have to discover multimedia and then apply multimedia in the elective activities. You have your required activity, multimedia. So you just read, and then you have to do an advanced planning. Diba? Okay lang po ba yun? Modules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reflection for each module lang. Ha? Ano yung mga, kumbaga, na nais sa buhay from those modules? Yun lang kasimple. Sa inyo na, basta mula sa puso. Galing sa puso. Yes. Email. Facebook once na na tayo. Ina-accept niyo na ako. I will have to post it. Yung reflection, would you like to do it online? The reflection? Okay. Okay. Reflection will be done online. So we'll have to start it. Yes, sa Facebook in our group. So I collected your email address. So I will be posting there reflection questions. Then you have to post your reply. Oo, sige lang. Sige. Attach file. Okay. So that's it. Okay, thank you very much and see you again tomorrow.